So we are live, right? Welcome, welcome everybody. It's so good to be with you tonight. Want to apologize for last week. We couldn't come on air for reasons beyond our control, but we thank God that we're here tonight, and we're happy to have you with us. Um, with me tonight, I have my business partner, Sister Gracious, and I also have Sister Rhoda with me. And tonight we're going to discuss an interesting topic that we've titled, Is There a Right Time to Start a Business? So tonight I am your host, Endurance. I'm an online business owner. I also have my normal 9 to 5 job. You're welcome tonight. We are women, mothers who are doing business online together with whatever else we're doing in our lives to make sure that we earn extra income and to make sure that we build a legacy for ourselves and for our children so that tomorrow will not end up with nothing. Now that they say when there's life, there's hope. Where there's a will, there's a way. We cannot just sit and fold our hands and be crying, no money, no money. So we are using this online business to beef up our financial base so that in future we'll know that yes, we this period we spent it very well, and we'll be enjoying the benefits together with our children for a long time to come. So tonight, without wasting much time, I'm going to invite my business partners to speak on the topic that says, is there a right time to start a business? Um, so, Sister Rhoda, I think I'll start with you tonight. So that is the topic. Is there a right time? In your opinion, do you think there's a right time to start a business?
Okay. Thank you so much, Sis Endurance, for having me on your line. It's a privilege for me. And my name is Rhoda, Ghanaian living in Italy, and I run this digital business full time. And back to your question, you said, is there a right time to start your own business? For me, no, there is no perfect time in starting a business. Business doesn't we don't have a specific days on the calendar that says this is the perfect time to start your own business. But I think, in my own opinion, when you have an idea and you think the idea is in demand, you can go for it. If it's a good idea, you can go for it. It's a passion that you want to pursue. I think it's the right time to start. The right time is now. We don't have a perfect time for it. As you're considering to start your own business, after doing your due diligence, whether to know this is the legit business that I want to do, is this business the right business for me? Will I be able to make a change, or will I make an impact in my own community, and for people to benefit from the business that I'm starting? Starting a business or being an entrepreneur is not always about making the money. It's sometimes making an impact and bringing change into the society. So once you think the business you're about to start is bringing change into the society, you are making impact in people's life. And at the end of the day, as an every entrepreneur, every business person, the end result is to make income, is to cash out from the business. So as you're imparting in the community and making change in the community, and you at the end of the day you are cashing out, and you think it's a good idea and it's in demand for, I think it's the right time to start. The right time to start that business is now. Because when you keep on procrastinating it, and by the time you realize you've missed bigger opportunities that maybe people might have caught on that idea that you want to start that business, and people are already starting the business and cashing out. So it will be a great loss to you. So I encourage our viewers that as you are working your 9 to 5 job and you have an idea to start your own business and you have a business in mind to start, there is no perfect time for it. The time is now. And I will encourage our viewers to look out for our business right now and check it out that this is the right time to take action with us, to make an impact in your community, to make an impact in your family, and make an impact on your own self as the long run cashing out from the business. Thank you, sis, Endurance.
Thank you so much, Sister Rhoda. I appreciate your contribution. So you've just told us that there is no perfect time to start a business. When you have a good idea that you know is in demand, then start it. And in the process, not only will you make money from it, you will also be impacting the community, the society positively. And that is very, very important. Whatever business we are doing should be a business that looks out for the development, the impact on the society, on your environment. And that is really very important. And that is what will sustain the business, I think. Thank you so much. Sister Gracious, coming back to you. The same question, but I want to hear your own input. When is there a right time to start a business? Is there a perfect time, a right time to start a business?
Thank you very much for inviting me into studio today. This question is, how will I put it now? It's more of a personalized question, and I'll be speaking based on from my own perspective, just like my business partner and his Rhoda spoke. It's not just all about the right time. It's not just all about the right time in starting business. It's about your freedom and independence. So starting a business also includes the thing you should consider is, because when you are the one cutting the shot or calling the shot, or whichever how the English is, that you are operating from the point of rest. You are the one that determines the time. You are the one that calls the time. You are the one that determine how the structure should be. You see that power, you've automatically empower yourself. So this it's not just all about the right time. It's about you now, you as a person, your independence, your freedom, your flexibility, your pursuit for purpose, your plan, those beautiful ideas you've had that maybe even in the place where you were working, you are currently working right now, they've ignored it. They feel this idea is not good enough. But you know very well that this idea is something that will boom. It's something that will produce. It's something that will impact, just like Sarita said, that will impact the society. But you don't have that opportunity. You don't have that privilege to bring that dream to reality. Because why? Somebody else is the one determining how you should work. You are not the one putting in shape how you should work. Your time, your ideas, your thoughts is being paid. So whatever opinions you provide has to be what's it called? Has to be reviewed. Whatever opinions you provide for your boss has to be reviewed. But if you are the one calling the shot, if you are the owner of that business, you are the one reviewing yourself, isn't it? So imagine the impact and the legacy you'll be setting on ground, not only for you, but for your future, for your generation coming after you, for your family, building a legacy. Even when you are no more, and they say, wow, this business was founded, or this business, my sister or my auntie started this business. Imagine, look at how it is today now. So it's not just all about the right time. The only thing I would say that will make somebody not want to start a business is if maybe you are struggling with it. Even people were look at the man, the owner of iPhone, the owner of iPhone, even up to the point of death, was he not doing business? Was he not doing business? Am I wrong? He was doing business, but today is no more. He's no more, and that name is still echoing. That name is still loud. In fact, so many people have been able to make how will I put it now? So many people have brought in amazing ideas of what you can do with your iPhone, of what iPhone should look like. So think about all these things. And in starting a business, also consider your financial plan. Have a financial plan aside. Set out a specific amount you will be putting aside. Because the truth is that where you are working, I don't think there is security guarantee that that place will be left for you for eternity until the person dies. No, one day they might decide to say you are no longer producing, you are now old school. We want to bring in new school. So therefore, please sit at home. We don't need your services anymore. You cannot fight them. You cannot sue them. They are the owner. They are the owner of the company. So they will do what pleases them. But if peradventure something like that happen, you will not really feel it that much, because why? You too, you are also a boss of your own. You set up a business that you are growing. So it's an opportunity to is a wake-up call for you to let you know that, you see, anything can happen. When you are working under somebody, anything can happen. But when you are the one working for yourself, we are all mothers. We are also working for. I talking to you right now. I work for somebody, but that is not my dream. That is not my. I wouldn't say that is not my. It's not my dream to work for the person till eternity. No. When a certain time come, I'll focus on my own business that I've been building all this while. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Gracious, for that contribution. Thank you. So I asked that question, I find it very relevant, because quite often you see people, they have business ideas, but they always say there's no time, or there's no money, or so many reasons why they cannot start. That is why I find that that question needs to be looked into. One thing you said that really caught my attention is that is setting money aside for your business. You have a business that you are interested in starting, money will not fall from the sky, and just like we said, some of us work, some of us are doing our online business full time, some of us work. There's this thing we say, you save to invest. You save money to invest. In other words, when you're working, don't eat all your salary. Don't spend your whole money as if, yes, every month I will earn money, so I don't need to be careful. No. If you want a better life for yourself, as you are working your 9 to 5 and earning money, put something aside for the day you start your own business. Okay? Because even if you say you want to borrow from the bank always wants to see that a borrower has good credit. If you are the type whose salary, as soon as the salary comes, you take it all and empty it until the next salary, the bank is not likely to give you money to do business. But if you are the type who knows how to save, every month you tell your bank, put 10% of my salary as or so amount of my salary into a savings, the bank will know that you have a saving culture, a culture that makes it impossible for you to waste money. So they'll be more willing to invest in you, in the sense that if you say you want to borrow money to start a business, they know they can trust you because you are somebody who is careful with money. So which brings me to this question. So when we say now is the right time to start a business, yes, it may be the right time, it may be the perfect time, but certain things can hinder somebody from starting. And I think we mentioned some of them. Money is number one. And from what we have said, save towards your business that you want to start. You can also, if you have good credit rating, you can also get a loan from there. Then, Sister Gracious, you also mentioned the fact that when you are working with somebody, you have ideas in there that you know will even help in making the business, the person, the business where you are working, to do better. But because you are not the owner, you cannot take decisions. You cannot take certain kinds of decisions. So you find that your initiatives, your ideas are being pressed down or ignored totally, for that matter. But if it's your own business and you have a great idea on how to grow it, how to make it better, you don't need to consult anybody, you don't need to ask anybody, you just implement. So that is an empowering thought, to know that if I start my business today, I can decide when to go to the market to do this, I can decide when to put this idea into place, I can decide, without anybody stopping me or hindering me. So starting your own business, like you said, Sister Gracious, is very, very empowering. Okay, and I think that's a good thing. And also, you mentioned the issue of this being a personal decision. I think I like that idea very much. That is why I will not say starting a business now is right or wrong. It is a personal decision. That's what I think. You look at your personal situation, and you decide, okay, I have this project I'm doing now that I know I will not have time to start something. Now, if I start it, I'll not be able to finish it. I'll not be able to pursue it or give it the attention that I want. Should I wait or should I start small? These are things you will have to look into and decide
Can I say
yourself.
something? Can I
Yeah,
say something?
yeah.
In our business community, I was listening to one of the panelists in one of our mastermind. They had more than, as in, they have enough reason not to do this business, not to start their own online business. The reasons were just too much. Some of them, they said, one of the couples was either sick, and beside, they weren't even financially stable to start this business. So why one of them said, actually, she was in a state whereby I think she was in the process of finalizing her divorce with her husband. So she was not emotionally stable. But when she she was like, if she should wait for all these emotions to pass away, to die away, to so and so and so,
Yes, forever.
she might not, she might never have this opportunity again. And some of them, like one who said that the husband was sick. Yeah, the husband was sick, and paying the hospital bill was another thing. Starting a business was another thing. But she said when she saw the opportunities that was available in starting this business, she and the husband agreed, despite his health. They agreed. Then one of them also had a child who had health challenges too. So they agreed and they said, okay, let's just give this business a try, because opportunity like this may not come. And if we are to wait for a pleasant time to start, it might not come with the way things are right now. It might not come. And that was how these individuals, like that's why I said it's a personal decision. Understand? And another thing I will advise people, don't do it because you see somebody doing it. You have to make a personal decision. And that decision, you have to weigh it. And if this business idea that is being presented to you is really going to work out for you, and carry out your due diligence. And I celebrate these panelists because they are doing so well. They are doing amazingly well. Amazing. They are doing beautiful well. And now they said hospital, funny enough, after they started the business and all those things, the health thing started to fade away. As in, the husband is healthy now. So imagine if you are to just say, hey, you never can tell what will happen in the future. You can only talk what you are seeing right now. You can't even tell what tomorrow can be a golden spoon for you forever. So that is my 1 cent. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed that that encouragement. Um, it summarizes something I always feel I believe very much in what these couples did. They have challenges, terrible, powerful challenges that could stop anybody, but they still went ahead and took the decision to start a business that they know has potential, that they know can open doors for them. So that is what I would say as using challenges as a stepping stone, as a staircase, as a stairway way to climb to get to where you want to go. Where you see obstacles, Sister Rhoda mentioned you have a good idea of a business you want to start, and there's demand for that business that you want. There is a need for that business in the society. And then you have obstacles like no money, for example, or no time, or sickness is there, and so on and so forth. Your mindsets will determine how you handle this. Are you going to push through these challenges and go ahead with what you know will give you a better future? Or are you going to sit back and let the challenges steal your dream from you? That is a decision. If you see challenges as a stepping stone to a better place, then go ahead with your business plan. But if you see challenges as something that, no, this one I'm not going to, I'll just prefer to remain here, then let challenges steal your dream. But that is not what we want to encourage our viewers to do. Challenges come, it is left for us to overcome them. Sister Precious, Sister Rhoda, there was something else that came out from what Sister Gracious said about when the couple decided to go ahead and push through the challenges, and then now they are actually enjoying the business. She mentioned that the health challenges it's like they started to fade away, which could mean that sometimes our moods come upon us because maybe we don't have enough to do, or we're not doing what we really ginger our lives, what will bring joy into our lives, what will give us a better life, a better understanding, or a better self-development. You know, sometimes just go to work, come back, not the brain is almost like dead. And when the brain is dead, the body will be weak. Nothing excites you. But when you have a business that this is your passion, this is something you know you will enjoy doing. Even when there is fever, you will tell the fever, I don't have, my body has no time for fever. I have better things to do. And because the body and the spirit and the mind, they all work together. Like I used to do, I used to talk to my car, you better behave, or don't. My friends will be laughing. But really, somehow the car hears me and behaves, you know. So the body, spirit, and so they work together. Now that there's a challenge, or rather a reason for waking up every day, you find that the health issue maybe didn't disappear completely or whatever, but the mind is not powerful enough to subdue it. I think that is another reason why we need to start doing something that will really give us joy. Start doing a business that this is our own. We must make it succeed. We must make it come to life. It brings a new passion, a new life into us. And that's why this online business we're doing is so great. Whether you are retired, or even if you are retired, you are not tired, it's a business you can do anywhere. You know, is it that your brain is working, but for whatever reason you have some physical challenges in terms of moving? So long as your brain is moving, your hand, you can do this business. Is it that you just finished, you are on maternity leave, or you just gave birth to a baby, or you are still lying down in the hospital doing one thing, just relaxing or whatever? you can still do this business. In other words, this business we're in, it beats time and space, you know, beats time and space. So it's really something that anyone who is really willing to do it will can do it. So, Sister Rhoda, now my question back to you that I want to ask. I think Sister Precious that mentioned something that you are that when you start your own business, you are your own boss. You know, you control everything. But I want to ask, do you really believe that you are your own boss? Because sometimes when I listen to people talk about being your own boss, it's like, you can wake up anytime you like, you can go to sleep anytime you like, you don't have to just do anything you like, and the money will just be coming in. Is that really what it means to be your own boss? Can you tell us a bit about that? Thank you.
Partly yes, partly no. You are on your own boss, you control your own time, but sometimes it takes discipline to build a business for a longer period. Any business that have been in existence for a long period, the person that started that business was very disciplined. My one of my principal always told us that discipline is a very difficult thing to do, but once you do it, the end result is great. And once you start your own business, though you control the time, but you have to be disciplined about your business. In other times, you need to productivity has to be 100% a day. You have to be productive, and once you're not being productive, you think, I own this business myself, so I can open it anytime that I want. I can start work at 8, I can start work at 10. You might miss a client and a bigger deal during those period that you are working lackadaisically. You are not being serious about what you are doing. You are being playing around that this is my business, so I choose the time, I call the shots, but I choose when to work and when not to work. It's basically yes, but to me, for you to build a better business, a good business, you have to work harder than working for someone else. You have to put much effort into what you are doing. You have to discipline about what you're doing. You have to be conscious about what you're doing. You have to do things intentionally. You know, sometimes when you're working for someone, you can choose to do it yama yama way, as if you are there, as if you are not there. If your boss is just watching, you're being serious, but if he's not around, you're snooping around those periods. But once you are building your own company and you want it to stand the test of time, you want it to stand the longevity of the company to be a longer period, not a short period of time business. You have to be disciplined about it. You have to be conscious about what you're doing. I always say that I watched one woman where I was working in Ghana. We used to pass that woman's shop to our workplace. And whenever we pass that, as early as 6:30 to 7 that we are leaving for work, that woman has already opened the shop. My friend will always tell me that this woman is a serious businesswoman. She doesn't joke with time. She comes to work on time, though she has workers that are supposed to open the shop at that time. But this woman is always on time. So I believe you call the shots, and you work according to your own time. But trust me, once you are building your own business and you want it to work effectively, you should work harder than you are working for someone, because it's something that you're doing it for yourself. And trust me, it's something you're so much passionate about, and you're doing what you love. You don't feel the tiredness in it. Anytime you wake up to work, you are happy about what you're doing. You are so into what you're doing. It gives you peace and joy. You sometimes forget about the cash that you are getting from it, the income that you are benefit from it, because something that you're doing and you are so happy about it. I remember when I was working, I was doing the job that I've already wished to do, so I was always happy about what I'm doing. So what once is I always say you call the shots, but you still have to work harder than you are working for someone. You have to put much effort into it. You have to be conscious about it, be intentional about what you're doing. So that's my point on you call the short term, you are flexibility. Although you have flexible time, but you have to be conscious about it and put much effort into it. With time, you start calling that. With time, you start be flexible about it. You start to relax when things are stable. But as a beginner, you need to put much effort into it. Thank you, sincerely, Sis Gracious, Sis Endurance.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Rhoda. I think this one will bring me to my last question for the night. And I'll put this question to
I think there's sorry, Sis Endurance. I think there's a comment here.
huh?
I think there is a comment.
Yeah. Hey, beautiful ladies, greeting from Manchester, England. Thank you so much, Virgil Kane. We are glad to see you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your comments. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show. So, like I was saying, my last question will come from something that Sister Rhoda mentioned, which is also a very important point. That you said something like money should not be the number one issue when you're starting your business. I find that interesting because money usually is what pushes people, or the desire for money to meet various needs is what pushes people to do things, to work or to start a business, anything. Money is usually the bottom line, okay? In fact, it might be the main reason why somebody goes into business or why somebody goes working for someone else. But every time you listen to people who have made it, they tell you don't let money be the main issue. Why will that be so, Sister Gracious? Why will this why is this thing always coming up? Don't let money be the reason you are doing this business.
Yeah, because the truth is that if you put the money in front, you may never do it. You may never start that business. That dream will just be, I wish I have, I wish I have, I wish I have. Before you know that, the fire in that dream will just quench. So that is the reason why we are saying, put some money aside. Put some money. You already know in your heart that, okay, I would love to start something on my own. Even if you don't know that you would love to start something, at least every month have a savings that you are putting aside. Have a savings that you are putting aside. By the time you are finally decided that you want to start that business, you have a savings to fall on. You have your savings is right there. And just like you said, the bank will know that, okay, this person is trustworthy, he can be giving the loan that he or she is asking for. That if you choose to take some loan from the bank, and it is not a crime to take loan from the bank, it's not a crime. So you are the one to you sort that aspect of it with the bank. Also some people are so full of negative thoughts. You've negative thought has built an empire in your mind, in your heart, in your emotions, in your thoughts, that all you see is the very first reason of as in all you see is that because I don't have this thing, so I cannot do this thing. Because I don't have, there will always be one reason, something that I don't have, something that I don't have, because of I don't have this thing, because I don't have the information. There will always be an excuse, and there will always be a procrastination. So, and these are the things that will quench that dream, quench the fire. And one amazing thing is that where there is a dream, there is a fire. I don't know if any of us has really felt it. There is a fire, there is an hunger. And in the process of you having those thoughts, those dreams, imaginations and idea comes to you on how to go about it. And actually, money is actually the last thing for you to even, when starting a business. First of all, what you should, your plan, have a plan. Because I'm not saying money is not involved. For me, money should be the last thing. Have a plan. Carry out your due diligence in this business. Go to people who are already doing this business and ask them, how does this business work? What and what should I do? Then you on your own, do more investigation in it. Do a study in it, so that you will know that, okay, this is the kind of business. And there's one thing, when you do something that you really love, there is a joy and passion in it that pushes you to go the extreme. So not be, like I said, carry out your due diligence. And what is the impact of this business in your life, first of all, and in the life of people that you'll be marketing it to? Because every business has an importance, has a reason. So consider these things. Then after you've put everything together, yes, you need the financial aspect is always there. But if you put the financial aspect, the money in front of it, you may never get this dream. It will only be a dream. It will never become a reality. So the money should come later. Every other thing that needs to make this business a business should be in front. So the money is just like the key to start the car that is already there. You already have the plan, you already have the structure, you already have everything. So what do you need now? The key. So I'll say the money is the key that you will use to ignite the engine, and everything is up and running. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Gracious, for that clarity. It reminds me of what a former employer decades ago used to say, and I still put that into practice. He will tell you, I was working in a survey firm, he was a surveyor, a very brilliant surveyor. And he will say, each time there's a project to carry out, he will say, do your homework first. The money to finance the project should be the last thing. And when I first joined the company, I used to wonder, how can you say, Fair, we don't have money in the accounts, how can we execute this project? He will say, endurance, forget where the money will come from. Do your homework. In other words, gather all the information you need. What logistics do you need? Put everything that you need in place on paper. Then we'll talk about the money. Money should always be the last. And over the years, I came to see the sense in that advice, and I apply it up till this day. And then in addition, I want to add also that when you put money in front as the reason you want to start a business, practically everybody knows that when a new business hardly starts bringing profit immediately. 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years even, you are building it up. The money does not come automatically. So if you go in just because of the money, or mainly because of the money, when the money doesn't come the first month, you start to feel discouraged. When it doesn't come the second month, not to talk of if it does not come in 1 year, that means your dream is no longer there. But if money is put behind, money is at the back, money you see as a byproduct of this business you want to start, you are building your business step by step, step by step. Even if you're not seeing the financial benefit right now, you know it's there. It's at the end of the tunnel. It's there. You are getting closer to it every day. You are working towards it. So on that point, I want to say that money should not be a hindrance. Neither should money be your focus when you want to start your own business. Have your good plan. Have be disciplined. Because just like I think Rhoda mentioned it, when you're working for yourself, you actually have to put in more effort than when you're even working for someone else. So it's very important that you discipline yourself to do all that. And whatever business you have decided to do, let it be a business that will touch lives, business that will touch your society, the community. And that is another reason why this our online business is something that we know is something that touches lives. Because when you start to make it, after you have built it up, and then the benefit starts to come, you don't enjoy it alone. everybody around you will know that something is happening, and it will touch them also. So tonight, I want to thank you all for your contributions. For our viewers, you heard us. We're asking, the question was, is there a right time to start a business? And from all that we have said, we'll say no, we'll also say right, yes, depending on you. But what we are suggesting and what we are advising is, don't let challenges stop you from starting a business you know you should start. You have your idea, you have the plan and everything. If finance is your problem, approach your bank. So approach your bank, and that is why we're saying you need to have a good credit stand. As you are working, put money aside. Let your bank know that you can be trusted with money over the years. With that long-term relationship, by the time you want to start a business, your bank will be willing to finance it. Okay, so personal decision. When do you want to start your business? You want to wait until you are 50 years old, or you want to wait until, or you want to start today, as soon as possible? Start as soon as possible. Successful businesses don't start overnight. They grow, they are built. So you have our online website addresses online. Look at them, click on any one of them, and you get to know more about our own online businesses, where we can explain more to you, and maybe help you to start also if you are interested. But whatever you do, don't sit back and let the world go past you. No, start something for yourself, no matter how little. Start, and you will never regret doing that. Once again, thank you so much, Sister Gracious. Thank you, Sister Rhoda. It's been a lovely night. And then next week, we'll be here again by the grace of God to join you all on another topic. I wish you a very, very pleasant night rest. Good night, everyone.